Alright, welcome back, duplicated minions, to another episode of Oxygen. What do you know? New arrival, probably nothing good. It's gonna be my guess. Yeah, nothing good. I'll take the food though. Looks like we're still losing food. Is not ideal. So let's plant even more meal lice until we find a better solution. More meal lice. All of the meal lice. So, today I want to do two things, and one of those things is we're going to continue making recreational areas. And, go ahead and do this. And, so the recreational area that I got in mind is going to be a... Oh, hold on a second. Let's see, this thing needs to be... How big does this room need to be? 16 wide. Okay, so right to the... There we go. Alright, and I need a second room. It could be the, probably better if it's this room, to be honest. What's in here? Chlorine and oxygen? Oh. Well, I know what to do with that. Let's go ahead and we're going to release these. And right here is where I'm going to put in a shutoff and a element sensor, and I'll link them together. And what we're going to do is put the chlorine in here. Wait, no. Got it in reverse. This goes in here. Are you guys trapped? Yes, you are. And this can just go over here. There. Oh, you're trapped over here too. Jeez. Everyone's just trapped. Let's go ahead and remove this. And we'll just put another room doorway in. That should resolve our problems with everybody getting trapped. So the plan is to... I'm going to try to set up the hot tub. The thing about the hot tub, if I'm understanding it correctly, is that it needs water that is basically 100 degrees, and the water cools down. So basically, in order to get it to work correctly, we're going to need to we need a supply of, basically a constant supply of hot water. That's basically how it's going to work. Which means I'm going to need to make a tank of water that we're going to use a a teppidizer in order to accomplish just exactly that. Looks like I should probably start getting this water out of here as well. How do I want to do this again? I'm just gonna go like this. And we will just connect it up here. And fill up those tanks again. Oh, we need electricity. I forgot about that. Need a little bit of juice. So give me... Oh my god, we're running out of metal again. Oh, always something. We need to mine more metal. Alright, so we're sensing chlorine gas. Rest of the oxygen just goes out there. Nothing to it. And once those are done, well, then we can just deconstruct those tanks, because they won't be needed anymore. Okay, looks like it's done. Let's go ahead and turn these on. And we will then connect them up. Now this should allow us to transfer the chlorine into here, which is what we want. And then that'll clear this area. Hopefully it works. Okay, good. So the chlorine is going there, and all of the excess oxygen is just being dumped back out here. Which is perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Hopefully there's enough space. That could be another problem. I think there's enough space. I hope there's enough space. I don't know if there's going to be enough space. It's starting to look kind of like no. Although, oh wait, some of that was oxygen. Oh yeah, I don't think there's going to be enough space. Oh yeah, it's going to fill up. That's not good. Oh! Okay, that's not the best. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's not the best. So this chlorine is just going to come out over here because got nowhere else to go. Vents. We need to ventilate now. And we just need to allow this chlorine to go to the bottom. Fortunately, we can actually control it pretty decently, it seems. The chlorine is heavier than the oxygen, so it should cool up down here. Emphasis on should. I mean, if some of the chlorine gets everywhere, whatever. I'm gonna dig kind of like a pit, basically. And our goal is going to be to kind of just clear some of this out and just create some space for the gas. Already starting to see it kind of filter downwards, which is fine. A little bit of chlorine getting over here, which is not exactly what I want. Let me just make this entire area all... Oh, we're making it out of wolframite. That's not good. Don't make this out of wolframite. Okay. Okay, it looks like it is sifting downwards, which is ideal. I don't like how it's going in this way, though. Let's kind of block this up for the moment. It doesn't matter if that's blocked off anyways. Okay, so it's kind of getting in here, which is not what I want. I might make these... The dupes will be able to walk over it, but the chlorine should have a tendency to get blocked. Okay, good. What we're basically just trying to do is we're just trying to stop it from getting inside of here. And hopefully it will eventually just kind of randomly decide to waft its way down over into here. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But who knows what'll happen with these crazy gases. It's kind of working. Anyways, we're getting distracted. So we can now clear this all out. And this is all going to go. Deconstruct pretty much all of this and all of this. We are going to go ahead and pump out the rest of this. We're going to deactivate this. Okay, so the water is now... I want this to be a maximum order right here to cut the water line. There we go. Alright, so that should keep that going. And now this can get cleaned, which is good. And, okay, so we can finally start thinking about how we're going to make this hot tub. So where do I want the water to be? I think I want the water to be over here. So what I'm probably going to do is... Oh, that's interesting. We're going to have to open this up. We're going to deconstruct these. Insufficient. Uh-oh. That's not good. So both of our oxygen producing thingies combined are not cutting it. That is very ungood. So what I'm probably going to do, I think I'm going to double the production. I'm now going to allow access into here. And I'm going to basically see if we can double our output. And I will do that. And I will do this, like that, and I will give it some electricity. Hopefully it doesn't overload the circuit. That is a possibility, actually. I think we're gonna be okay, though. We'll see if it shuts down. Okay, so all we gotta do is finish that up. And we'll see how this looks. Okay, so is the system shutting down is my next question. Yes, it is. Okay, that's not good. Where are we having excessive energy? So it's 2, 4, so this is basically 500, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to use a... Okay, we're gonna have to deconstruct this and replace it. We're gonna have to do we're gonna have to make an upgrade. The upgrade's actually going to be easier, though, considering that what we're not, what we have plenty of is... Where is it? Large power plant, or large power transformer. How am I going to connect this thing? I guess I'm going to put it... Okay. This has to go as well. Okay, so let's put in a large power transformer. Spin it around like this. Heavy watt in. And now we need to trim away all of these wires. All of them basically have to go. Including these are all just gonna go. And what we're gonna do is replace it with conductive wires. Whoops. Going a little crazy there. Conductive wire. In. What would use up the least amount of wiring? I'm trying to, like, be a little efficient here. Let's go like that. Unfortunately, we are going to have to open this up as well. But, whatever. It'll repressurize. It'll repressurize itself in time. Now, the reason why building the conductive wires is honestly not that big of a deal is because we have, what do you call it, what's the word I'm looking for? Plenty of refined metals. Now, is this going to be good enough? So that's 1,000, that's 500, that's like basically 1,000. Yeah, all of this combined should not hit 2,000. So it should actually be okay. I actually want these to be a pretty high priority, so we're going to go and make these like an 8. But we will shut the door back down to a 5. We need to hurry up on this just because, like, we don't want to, like, we're already having very thin oxygen. And then we'll do the same thing to the other location. Well, I guess one of the benefits here is that the hydrogen actually wants to stay rising. Okay. So we just need it here. Very good. Yeah, they're getting through it pretty quickly. So yeah, the conductive wires, they use refined metals, and we actually have plenty of that. Like we have no lack for refined metals. So I'm trying to see, like, this is not moving as the flow of the air isn't working too efficiently. So I'm gonna see, like, where the problem is. Like, what's blocking us? I think we might need a second gas filter. Yeah, I'm gonna build a second gas filter. Just so that it looks like it's getting kind of overtaxed. We'll cut these. These all need to be like high priority. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go like this, and this needs to be set to hydrogen. And the hydrogen is gonna go here, and then this should rejoin. We'll see if that doesn't work, we'll continue to divide it even further. And then we will need to add in conductive... Okay, good. Conveniently, the conductive wire's right there, too. Also, let's go ahead and attach this to the conductive wire. Okay, what appears to be the problem? The pipe is blocked? Okay, it's over here. So all of this needs to be like a 9. And then these doors can go back to a 5. Like, this needs to get figured out like now, before we start having like, oh yeah, our oxygen produced is really, really bad. Oh, look at this. Our oxygen's already having a serious problem. There we go. Alright, let's see how this looks. Looks pretty good. Like, there's a slight slowdown, but overall, look how dense the blocks are. So, while there is a slight slowdown, the slowdown is not so significant that we're not getting, like, you know, the blocks are really heavy right now. So let's do the same down here. We're going to double up our output. What's happening over here? Why isn't this... Oh, the system is blocked up. The system, it blocked up. Oh, wow, that's where... Okay, so that's where we're running into a problem. We forgot all... Well, I forgot all about that. Okay. And I'm just going to... attach a heavy watt wire to a smart battery. And then I will... I don't know if I don't know how long this setup will last. This is kind of like a really jury-rigged setup. But I will connect this... to that. Oh, and I gotta also do this. Forgot about that. And then we'll connect that to there. Okay, and as you can see, this is unblocking it, so now we've got... So you can see notice what... So this is what I was talking about, how it wasn't as packed. You see how there's, like, gaps and spaces? Whereas over here, you'll notice that there are no gaps or spaces. So like, we're hitting the maximum capacity there, is what it means. Which is fine. So that means we could double our output over here as well. Ah, we're out of iron. Use gold then. We need metal. That's like one of the big things. That's what's killing us right now, is just the general lack of metal. I want to copy the settings of the smart battery over here to the smart battery over here. So we're backed up again, which is not great. And we're going to be backed up until we can finish building this, because basically this battery has nothing to give its electricity to. That's currently the problem. When are you guys going to do this? Okay, let's try this again. Make it out of gold. Like that. And I want it done on a 9. Do it! Do it now! I like how the plan was to work on the hot tub, but in reality the problem is that we don't have enough oxygen. So the system is blocked up again, but like I said, once we connect up this will finally have something to give its electricity to. Okay. Or at least it should. Are you not feeding your electricity? Okay, it is. I can see it decaying. Now, why aren't you... Okay, there you go. Now you're turning on. Okay, and now that it's turning on, it is starting to eat up the fuel. Which is fine. And it's going to keep that moving. Okay, that's good. That's perfect. So where can I fit 2 of these in? I can fit 1 here and 1 here. I know I'm going to need an additional one of these, so I'm going to put that probably around here. And I'm going to need another one of these. It's going to have to just sit here, even though that's really not an optimal spot for it. So let's go ahead and connect this up. It's going to filter hydrogen. And we are going to pump into that. And here's our output. And insulated pipes to go around like this into here. There. Unfortunately, whenever this door is open, this thing will cease to function, but that's okay. Like, it's not that big of a deal. This is also going to have to get replaced. What did we just... It's going to need to be replaced with a large... into here. This will get plugged into here. This is all going to get removed. All of this all of this wiring is going to get removed. So unfortunately, this was going to be way messier. Like, the hydrogen is just going to come spilling out over here. But, oh well. Yeah, we'll just have to deal with it. And now we will just connect all of these together. There. So we're upgrading the circuit. So so the other thing is we're also recycling the metal. Remember, it takes about let's see. So it takes 25 metal in order to build the regular wires, but we're recycling them. By deconstructing the old wires, we're actually getting our metal back. And by upgrading them to these more advanced wires, we're actually going to be saving. We're actually gonna get some of our crappy metals back, which is nice. I guess it's not a waste, in other words. That's the main point I'm making. Okay, so the other thing I'm wondering is, how's our water looking? Oh, the water is still packed. Like, I was wondering if this one pump would start struggling to supply all of this water, but it looks like it's not having a problem even in the slightest. Okay, it looks like we're having a pipeline error. The way we should be able to fix this is by making a gas bridge right here. And then deconstructing this. This should... Basically, the game's getting a little confused in what direction the gas is supposed to flow in. And it still seems confused, so let me trim this off. And what I'm gonna do is... like this. We'll see if that does the trick. Sometimes you gotta play around with it a little bit, kind of like coax it into cooperating. Like I said, the problem is that it doesn't know what direction I want the gas to flow. Okay, so why is this... The pipe is blocked. Is it? Really? In what way is the pipe blocked is currently what I'm confused by. Okay, let's remove all of this. Oh, do I have this reversed? Okay, no, I now know what the problem is. I have it reversed. I see. Okay, so this needs to be deconstructed and flipped around. I see. Like, it needs to... So we have it basically backwards. That's all. That was the problem. It wasn't that I needed to play any silly games with this. Okay. Okay, all I gotta do is set this to hydrogen. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so it was just an issue of forgetting the order. Okay, and these things are getting really packed, and once again, we're seeing like a large amount of gas packets coming through, which is exactly what we wanted. And so that means we can shut these down, and so that we don't open them up anymore. And we should be seeing just an absolute ton of oxygen entering into these now. Good. Good. This and the hydrogen is really clean there, really nice and open. This one is filling up a bit more, but not too bad. It's like we're kind of at the point where we actually just need to use more electricity in order to keep this thing going. And the water input is actually looking really good as well. Just overall, the system is working pretty ideally. And this is just going to pressurize the area really nicely. Okay, let's remove this stuff. And let's remove this stuff. We don't need to remove that. We can remove all of this, though. Okay, so the original plan for today's episode was to... Ah, darn, looks like some chlorine got through. Oh, well. We tried, we did what we could to minimize the migration of the chlorine. Let's remove this. Oh, look, the balm lily is growing, because it's got a little puff of chlorine to live in. That's funny. Okay. Go ahead and unblock these silly things that were supposed to stop that. And this is reset as well, so these are clean. Yeah, this is all clean water. Let's go ahead and connect these up. Which is going to cause this to... Well, no, it shouldn't cause it to overflow, actually. It should be... I think it'll be okay, actually. Not entirely sure. Anyways, that was kind of a detour episode. I really wanted to get... I'll show it to you. I wanted to get the hot tub going, but... One, I'm kind of not happy with the placement of it. Like, maybe I'll put it up here. Yeah, this might be an easier area to put it in. But we are... So the basic idea is we're going to have one thing with water, and then we're going to use this right here, the liquid tepidizer. And then I'm going to set it to a... The tepidizer makes things really hot. So to control it, we're going to use a thermoregulator to basically shut it off before it makes things excessively hot. And we'll use that on the second floor, which is actually going to contain the hot tub itself. That's the plan, at least. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future Oxygen Not Included content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.